All right, good morning. I've got the team development bar warm-up stations. They're going to warm up back here while all the other classes can have the climbing wall and the trampoline circuits to warm up with. So station 1 right here, they're just going to jump up to their bellies, jump up to front support. Try to do it with straight elbows. Do that 3 times, and then they can give you like 3 to 5 casts while they're up there, just getting their hips off the bars. If that's easy, say pre-team, you might move on to back hip circles, but again, it's just a warm-up circuit. This station right here is where they can do their shapes, tuck, pike, straddle holds, and then progress to pullovers. And then this is where you can spot them on back hip circles. After this station, they're going to rotate over here. They're going to do what we call like pistol squats. So they're going to face away from the mat, hold one leg in the air, try to squat down, sit on the mat, and come back up. Do like 5 each leg, 3 to 5 each leg. Following the arrows right here, they're going to do like a pike handstand. Hands are going to be on the floor bar, toes will be on the block. Hold their handstand for like 10 seconds. Then they can try to lift one leg in the air for 5 seconds and switch legs for 5 seconds. Follow the arrow. Let's do forward box jumps here. So they're going to sit on the green puzzle piece. Just jump up to the mat with no hands. Give them a number of 5 to 10 to try to do before we rotate. Then we're going to follow the arrow, kind of review lever hops. I don't know if you guys got to do the circuit or not last week, but lever hops right here, they start on the mat. Their hands will go on the beam, lever hop, and then land back on the mat in lunge. And then they're going to do it the opposite way here, lever hop with their hands on the mat, but now they have to land on the beam. So hands on the mat, hands, toe, foot, land on the beam. Follow the arrow. Let's do skin the cats over here. Pull your toes through the hands. Touch the blue or reach for the blue with their toes and then reverse. Have them do like 5 skin the cats and reverse. Slider splits. Warm up 5 splits each leg. And then over here you can have them do leg lifts. Grab the bar. Try to sit on their booty, lift their toes to the bar. And then after this you can have rest, which is chalk and water. Nice little warm-up circuit for tot shots, hot shots, and pre-team back here with the bars. By the time you're done with it, the recreational classes should be ready for it. Have fun. All right, I've got a floor circuit for the team development classes, tot shots, hot shots, and pre-team. And tumbling can also use these circuits, these stations, all of these stations on the floor. You can do a warm-up circuit with tumbling and then do these stations. You can do these stations twice. One round you can do nothing but forward stuff. And then the second round you could do nothing but backwards elements. All right, our first station is a push-up hold. Their hands are going to go on the white line, and while in push-ups, they're going to grab a beanbag with one hand, place it in the correct color of hoop. They can switch hands, or they can do all 6 beanbags with one hand and then switch hands. And then they can reverse it. Pick them up from the hoop, put it back on the stack. Right here's a nice handstand shape hold. Just lay across the donut, holding their handstand shape. Arms should be by the ears. Make sure their feet are nice and tight, toes are pointed. Rope climb, try to climb without feet. This station, they're just going to hold their lunge. 1 foot in the box, 1 foot's going to go actually on the mat. And they're going to hold their lunge, holding the pit block above their head. Arms should be by their ears, kind of leaning on their front leg. They can hold for their alphabet and then switch legs, or hold for 10 seconds each leg. Then this next station, they're going to, you're going to have them do lever hops. So 1 foot in each box. Hands will go either on the X's or a little past the X's. They're just going to go hands on the green and then lever hop, stand up tall. Start in lunge and finish in lunge. Next station, we've got sliders. They can slide forwards and backwards on their booties using no hands. Make sure their hands aren't on the ground. Make their legs do all the work. They can also do push-up walks forwards and backwards. Just slide down, touch the line, and come back. This cheese mat, let's have them review their tuck, pike, straddle forward rolls. And then if you have a second round, you can do backward rolls and then bridge up kickovers or just bridge ups. And then our last station before you send them to rest is cartwheels. Make sure they know a left leg cartwheel and a right leg cartwheel. If that's easy, challenge them with one-handed cartwheels. Pre-team, you can also have the kids learning cartwheels reaching over the cartwheel mat. So their toe starts behind the mat and their hands want to reach on the other side, creating a long cartwheel, creating long tumbling. You can always turn this mat sideways so they have more room. Have fun. All right, and the last circuit in our team development classes, hot shots, and pre-team. We've got the beam circuit. Right here, they're gonna start with dismounts. So they can climb up using the purple mat and then either straddle jump, straight jump. They can even do a round off. Their hands go on the end of the beam. Their feet land on the blue facing the beam. Just let them have fun with dismounts, basic jumps or round off. Next station, let's do a releve hold. Hold the pit block above their head, balance on 2 toes. Have them say their alphabet and then switch legs, put the other foot in front. Then you can also have them do pivot turns, which is a turn, like a half turn on 2 feet. So they're just going to pivot on their toes and face the other way. Right here at the other end of the beam, let's have them do jumps. Start with straight jumps and maybe split jumps and tuck jumps. Definitely straight jumps. Their arms want to go up, out, and then down when they land. And then right here we've got conditioning dice. The orange one tells them how many. The red one tells them what to do. You can have them like times the orange dice by 2 if you don't think it's enough numbers. And then if this beam is open, if our team girls are not using it tonight, you can use basics across this first beam. Just basic forward walks, sideways walks, backward walks. Same thing with their kicks, forward kicks, sideways kicks, backward kicks. And then their hops, forward, sideways, backward hops. And then after this beam, you're gonna follow the arrow. We've got this beam divided in half. One half right here, you're gonna have them work on mounts. Jump to front support, straddle over, swing their toes behind them to squat or push-up position. And then the other end, you can have them work on skills, like acro skills, like levers, lever hops, handstands, skills that they can do by themselves and kind of work and check off skills on their skill checklist. I think the next 2 weeks, at least next week, we will start doing skill checklists. Kind of get those basic skills checked off. Have fun, make sure we're taking roll, and make sure we are resetting circuits before we leave. Thank you.